You might be smarter. Your family might come from privilege. Your daddy might own a company, but you will not outwork me. The bigger your dream is, the harder the grind. Some of you in this room, you might have small beginnings. You might not have a lot of money. You might not have a lot of results, but there's no excuse. And I need you to understand that the bigger your dream is, the earlier you're going to have to get up. The longer you're going to have to stay up. The more effort you're going to have to put in. You know how hard I worked to get here? I put in too many hours. I sweat too much blood, too much tears. I worked hard to get here. Didn't nobody give me this. I didn't grow up with wealth. Didn't nobody pay me. I worked for this sweet blood tears. I earned every dime I get. I worked for this. You will not outwork me, coos. Your height has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your face has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your two-parent has nothing to do with my work ethic. Yo, will not outwork me. I want you to know, when you dream your dream, that there are other people who are dreaming the exact same dream. When you say to yourself, this is what I want to accomplish, you're not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question. What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What do you do when you're not the only one that wants to make $1 million in your company? You're not the only one that wants to be a CEO. What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You got to outgrind them. You got to get up earlier. You got to stay up later. You got to ek it. And you got to go from 70 to 120. There are those of you who are looking at that person or that thing and saying it's messing you up. That's not the truth. You're messing you up. You have to get to a place where you become comfortable with being uncomfortable. We no longer place ourselves in positions that make us feel good. Because listen here, boo, some of what you want, some of what you're trying to get ain't in the comfort zone. And so if what you want is not in the comfort zone, you got to come out of the comfort zone to get what you want. So do me a favor. Let it destroy you. So let the dream destroy you, tear you down, redefine you, build you back up, make you stronger. So I need you to do me a huge favor. I just need you to be real. And most of you in this room, you can't give up 6 months. You can't give up 8 months. You can't let stuff go for a few weeks. Like you can't let girls go. Some of you just can't let boys go. Some of you just can't let parties go. Let it go. If you want to be successful, if you want to dominate in the area, you got to let everything go. But that thing you pursuing, you can't chase 2 rabbits and catch both of them. And I want y'all to get to the point where you are mature enough to say that even though it does not feel good, even though I don't like it, even though it's not something that I want to do, I can't keep doing what I feel because it's not going to take me where I'm trying to get to. At the end of your feelings is possibly nothing. But at the end of your principle is a promise. And some of you are where you are. If you could be real with yourself, you have gotten yourself in some mess because of your feelings. And we go to sleep and wake up talking about the dream. We go to sleep and wake up talking about the dream. We go to sleep to wake up, talk about what we did when we first started, talk about where we are, examining what we did right, what we did wrong. Listen to me. You got to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You got to be possessed with the dream. And every single day you've got to wake up and put forth effort, because some days you're not going to feel like getting up, but a dream are going to push you. You wake up every single morning and you go after it. Your mindset is the reason why you're not where you're supposed to be. I need you to confront you because you don't want holding you up. I need you to confront you. I need you to look in the mirror and tell you, you are not going to do me like this no more. You're not going to continue to sabotage you. You're not going to keep procrastinating. I need you. You're not. So you got to ask yourself, what's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that is one of it, nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prod you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, can be it, you can do it. But if you would get to a place where you stop letting people and things take you into your feelings and take you off your game plan, you would see yourself reach success more than you've ever seen it before. And you're not winning because you're not talented. It's that other dumb stuff you're doing while you're not winning, and you got to let it go. You're not serious about you, and you owe you. Nobody else owe you. You owe you to bring your excellence every single day. You need to put yourself on punishment. You need to tell you no more TV, no more snacks, no more desserts, no more No, we're working out now. No more alcohol, not right now. You need to tell you that you owe you something. There's absolutely nothing you can't have. Nothing you can have, whatever you want. But listen to me very closely. You will not have anything if you're not willing to put in sweat, blood, and tears. If you think you're going to pay any other fare, you twist it. And I need you to understand that the bigger your dream is, the earlier you're going to have to get up. You owe you to not make excuses. I live on my terms. I owe myself. I owe me. I owe nobody else. There's only one person responsible for your dreams becoming reality. If you walk out of here and you don't get the job and you don't have the job, don't you cry about it. You ask yourself, what have I not done? I'm telling you to dream your dream because I want you to feel it. I want you to taste it. What makes a person average is their focus. And so what you're focusing on throughout the course of the day, it has to change what you're looking at, what you're reading, what you're watching, the conversations you have. You must now be focused on your why, and you must be focused on your dreams. You must be focused on your goals. When you are great, you don't focus on a week. When you are great, you don't focus on a month. When you are great, you don't focus on a year. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with planning it, but what I'm talking about is you concentrate on the 24 hours that's in front of you and you nail it. I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart. You focus on this and tomorrow will take care of itself. If you would just believe that your day coming, that the sacrifices you were making today, that going to pay off. But if you do not believe it ain't going to happen, when you say to yourself, this is what I want to accomplish, you're not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question. What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? You can't play as much as you used to play. You can't go where you used to go. You can't do what you used to do. And now you got to push your grind up to match your dream. I need you to pick your grind up. There's nothing wrong with your dream. You have a great dream, but your grind does not affect your dream. I need you to wake up every single day and I need you to use your 24 hours like you've never used it before. You have to find a routine and stick with it. And then when you find something good, stay with it. Everybody wants to be number one. Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants to have to be and do what they feel they've been called to do. You need to take personal responsibility for your life. That's about no more excuses. It's about no more trials and tribulations not happening, but get in your way. That's about doing whatever it takes. It's about getting up as early as you need to, and your grind has to match your dream. You are where you are because of your feelings. You're not on principles right now. That's not what drives you. You would be a millionaire right now. If you stop going back to bed, yeah, you got the mentor. Yeah, you got the book. So what? The book can't make you get your butt up everything that you want. Everything that you dream of, everything that you want to possess is phenomenal except for you. Is it that you're not where you're supposed to be because you don't have what it takes? Are you not where you're supposed to be because you don't have the opportunity? You always want to blame other people. You want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. You an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? Every single day, if you do what you say you're going to do, you're going to get what you dream to get. Rich people don't waste time. They realize it's their most important commodity. They don't watch a lot of TV. They don't do a lot of entertainment. If they're not working, they're studying their craft and getting better at their craft. There's no excuse for not living up your fullest potential. No excuse. And a lot of y'all scared. Just walk into it. What's my North Star? Well, why am I here? What's my purpose? Like, leave your mark. But with this right here, in your skill set, this thing can take you wherever you want to go and then take your kids wherever you want them to go. You got to take your focus off of what's not happening and put your focus on what can happen. So if you're focusing on the negative, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to see. Most people were closer than they ever thought they were to finishing that big thing, but they never finished it because they didn't feel like finishing it or they were doing it and it was pain. And most people quit in the pain because the pain hurts so bad that they don't know if they want to keep going to get to go. Do what you say you're going to do and you make no excuses and you don't let nothing get in your way. And this is critical. What don't you have? because all these things are going to stop you from getting to that next level. What don't you have in terms of getting to that next level? What don't you currently have? Because what you don't have, you need to start doing your homework. So you can what? So you can go get that. You owe yourself. I didn't get here making excuses. It's your life. I would love to tell you that on the road to success, everything is going to work out. It's not. It's going to be a dog fight. But you want what it looks like, but you don't want what it feels like. Do me a favor. Do you want it or not? The truth is, you got to find something within. You got to find something within. And that's got to push you. And that's got to elevate you. And that's got to drive you. And that's got to move you. I need you to give you your best. I need you to give you your all. I didn't say your kids. I didn't say your spouse. I didn't say your best friend. I need you for the next 30 days to give you every single thing you got. So the only thing you're missing now is, are you willing to get up and do the work? We're going to complain, y'all. We're going to work. You have a chance to control your destiny. That, my friend, is the American dream, not a Cadillac. No more blaming, no more. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear, this teacher did me wrong. This professor did me wrong. My mentor didn't. My mama didn't. My daddy didn't. Stop the blame game. If it's your life, I need you to take complete ownership of it. It's your life. You make excuses for why you broke. You make excuses for why you stuck. And it is easier to make it somebody else's fault than to man up and look in the mirror and say it was your fault. It's easier to put it on somebody else. Why? 'Cause then you ain't got to do nothing. You never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. Until you get to that point, you let you down. Tell me what you're complaining about. Winners complain. Winners want to hear themselves talk. Champions do not complain. Why? Because they're focusing on what they said they wanted to do as a goal. And your problem is you're not intentional and deliberate. You wake up on Monday, you might be strong, but by Wednesday, are you hearing what I'm telling? You're not intentional and deliberate. You are hoping that the best is going to happen to you, and the best never happens to you. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. I let me out. You are a champion. Think like one. I value myself enough to give 120%, or don't do it. The dream is yours, but you're saying I'm not worthy of the dream. You're probably not, but it's been given to you anyway. I'm not smart enough. You're probably not, but it doesn't matter. It was given to you, and it's now your responsibility to do something with it. You've been given it. It's the gift that you never opened. It's the gift. It's yours. I'm telling you, set a standard. I went and got my GED. Then I got my 4-year degree. Then I got my master's degree. Then I got my PhD. And I ain't smart, but I set a standard. So when my kids came in this world, their mama got a master's, their daddy got a PhD, they at least got to finish high school. I set a standard, multimillionaire as a speaker from the bottom up. I set a standard. And when you find out what your why is, and your why got to be deeper than you, when you find your why, you don't hit snooze no more. When you find your why, you find a way to make it happen. It's like people want change more than they want to change. You cannot be a prisoner to your preference. You cannot be a prisoner to your own preference, meaning that just because it's what you prefer, if you losing, period. And so you don't make your preference to God. You make winning or losing to God. So if you're losing, you have to do something different so that you can win. You have to self-assess, and you can't let you off the hook because it's you. It's two of y'all. It's a winning you and a losing you. And you do deserve to be a winner. For those of you who want to change, you don't have to be wired. You're already wired to be critical. You're already wired to peep out flaws. You're already wired to do it. What you need to do is take that same energy and apply it to yourself. You have to go intentional and deliberate. How many times do I criticize others versus how many times I criticize myself? If it don't drive you, don't want that. So whatever it is you see that you don't have, if it drives you, go, I want that. And then you got to change. But you can't say you want that and you don't want change. And you start like, oh man, I want that. I want that experience. But you don't change as a human. So you can't get that experience. You can't change your life without changing your mind, bro. I want you to be brave enough when something's not working. Do it right. You can't keep doing what you were doing before because you're losing. Anytime you want anything you don't have, you have to do something to get that, because if you were the person that could have it, you'd already have it. You'd have it already. You don't have it, and so you want it. So you have to become something different. But if you can't implement the necessary changes in your life, you won't be able to improve yourself or your situation. If you want to change your situation, you got to get in new information. I'm committed, but I don't know that I'm convicted. Here's what I want y'all to know. We have to be careful because some of us get our attitude because we're looking for things that people who are convicted get when we just committed. But I just want you to stop expanding what people with convictions have. When you just admitted, stop doing that who's now. You mad like, oh, okay. So coach ain't going to start me. You just admitted you ain't got no conviction of the game. You just play when it's time to play. That person is up all day, every day, running, lifting weight. Mikhail Jordan was convicted about basketball. Kobe was convicted about basketball. Some of us, we let our feelings like, I am feeling it. I'm not with it. That's why I know I'm not convicted to running because I always run when I feel like it. I never missed a day when I felt like I've never run though when I've not felt it. One of the things you have to do is operate in conviction and not commit. Be clear. What do you want? What do you want specifically? Like you need to be clear on what you want. And I was willing to go through whatever I had to go through to get what I wanted. I knew what I had. That's not what I wanted. And so it's difficult for you because you don't have no clarity. I just knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted. I was clear on it. You can't always be the most talented in the room. You can't always be like naturally gifted, naturally talented. But watch this. You can be the most competitive. You got to wake up every day and compete. You got to go after it. I need you to eat, sleep, breathe, dominate, paying attention, being locked in and focused. Listen to me very closely. I take it personal when I do what I do. Wake up every single day. I was here before I was here. I was up this morning here. I've been here before. I was in this spot right here. I was talking up from right here. I envisioned it. I saw it already. You can't win it if you can't see it. If you can't dominate in practice, you can't dominate when the lights come on. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. I dominate at 3 o'clock in the morning. I dominate when everybody's asleep. I dominate at 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. At 8 o'clock, I go back to bed. Why coos y'all just getting up? You have to play to win. You have to be competitive. Wherever you are, whatever your space is, this is my space right here. You have to be competitive. You like it or not, you feel comfortable or not, and you have to get into a space where you got that dog. And I realize that most of you in the room, the reason why you're not going to get to where you're supposed to get to is because you don't know how to get there. Discipline is you do it so long and so hard, and you're so passionate about it that even when you don't feel like it, you still operate at the highest level. You will win the war and not the battle. You don't never need to win another battle, win the war. What's the war? My son's getting married. What's the war? Have enough money for create jobs for my kids. That's the war. What they do with the money, that's their battle. That's not my battle no more. You spend it wisely. That's on you. You blow it. That's on you. Take care of my wife. Get her to California. That's the war. The battle is what the house looked like on the inside.